What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. This is going to be a very short video. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are going to talk briefly about getting bumped down last minute in the contest of mares. It is something that happens constantly. It is something that's super frustrating. And I see a lot of people that are either in my group or just over the years, okay, over the 5 years of playing the game, they think, oh, I'm in for first, I'm locked and loaded, nobody's stopping me, and then they wake up and they're in like 6th place. Happens all the time, okay? If you are low level, between level 18 and 28 roughly, you have very, very minimal competition. In fact, probably 80 or more of the cities in your league probably have no points at all. You might have one person, 2 max, that are anywhere near your placement, okay? However, it does happen. Once you pass level 28 and you're somewhere in between level 31 and 38 is when the competition is going to start to pick up. Now, what happens is people, they race to get these assignments done. They think, oh, I'm at the top. I'm in first place. I'm going to hurry. And then 3 days, they have like 3 days left to CoM where they just sit and they watch. And they're in first place the whole time. And they're like, yep, I'm good. Yep, I'm good. And they slowly watch 2nd and 3rd place creep up slowly. Because slow and steady wins the race. I actually watched a YouTuber the other day and she said, you want to make your impression on the leaderboard. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry. I don't normally, call people out on their bullshit like that, but that is ridiculous. Who gives a shit what your impression on the leaderboard is? It doesn't do you any good. I don't care what impression I make on the leaderboard. I don't even look at the leaderboard half the time. I do what I am supposed to do, and I do my highest assignments, and I get the highest score that I can possibly get, regardless of what Billy Joe Bob is doing, okay? What he does has no effect on me. I get the highest score I can get, regardless of everybody else. The only reason that you should even be watching the leaderboard is for hackers, okay? And if you have plans to use gold tickets, that way you know if it's worth it to you to even use the gold tickets. That is why I tell people to keep track of the leaderboard. But mainly, the main concern of yours is your placement, doing the best that you should be doing the best you can all the time. So regardless of what his score is, you can't do any better than what you're doing, right? So making an impression on the leaderboard doesn't do any good. I see people all the time. They start playing Contest of Mares. It's the first night of Contest of Mares. And all of a sudden I look and they got like 20,000 points. And it's not because they're doing their high assignments. I'll ask them, well, how many assignments have you done? They're like, I've already done 18 assignments. And I'm like, oh my God. So you're running a 1K average roughly? Yeah. Yeah, you might want to pump the brakes. Because, yeah, my score might be lower than yours right now, but I've also only done 4 assignments. You see where I'm going with this? So what ends up happening to these people, it happens every time. Mark my words. They sit there in first place for 2 days, 3 days, whatever. And they slowly get bumped down one by one. And they're sitting there, and they might have a few gold tickets, so they race again. And they're like, all right, I got to get these tickets. And they get back in first place. They're like, woohoo, I'm back in first. And then they sit there and they watch themselves get bumped down again. And then what really happens is, what's really funny is when they sit there and they're in first place, right? And they know 2nd place isn't far behind them. And they're like, shit, should I go to bed or should I not? And they wake up and they're in 8th place. Happens every time. Now, sometimes you might get lucky and you might only get bumped down to 2nd place, but they know this trick, okay? And this is what they do. They hold on to their few tickets and they stop. They stop adding points and they stay up all night long, or whatever time zone they're on. They might not even have to stay up all night long. And they go, you know what? I know that if I put these points up, this person's going to use whatever gold tickets that they have. So I'm going to wait till the last minute. And I'm not shitting you. I'm talking the last 5 minutes. And they already have the points done. They're already ready to hit claim. And right before Contest to Mayors ends, they hit claim and bump you down. It's rough. It's brutal. But you got to figure. All right? Once you hit past a certain point, like level 30 or so, especially after level 50, the competition gets insane. That is why I don't play CoM competitively anymore. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the funds for it. It costs just as much as you're winning to play. It does. You don't have 3 days to wait for a Tokyo flight. You have to pay the cash to bring it back. You don't win if you don't hit your top assignment. Okay? So take advantage of being able to win these prizes low level. But don't think for a second that you are for sure going to win. Okay? Anything can happen. Anything. So now, if you're like level 18, no one's done shit in your league, and you're like 40,000 points above second, and you got 2 hours left, yeah, I would say you're pretty good to go. But trust me on that. I know a lot of you watching this right now is going, yep, had it happen to me. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're just sitting there going, I'm never playing CoM again because I had it happen. I don't blame you, because it just gets harder, especially after level 42, roughly. Around level 50, as it just gets rough, dude. It's tough. Okay? I was in Mega. I canceled probably around 30 or 40 assignments this week. I've just been super busy redoing my city. But I'm going to show you guys something. All right? My score was 79K. That's canceling like roughly 30 assignments or so. I'm going to show you. Now, if you watched my video last week, I can't remember which video I showed it in, but I told you, mark my words, that person won't get first place. This is the proof that they didn't win first place. All right? And I don't even have to look at the leaderboard to know. It was, which guy was it? I'm going to find him. I believe it was this one here, 8th place. Oh, nope, it was 2nd place. Okay, so 171 is what his end score was. Okay? Now, we started this round with 60 assignments plus, oops, shit, where's my paper? There it is. Okay, so 60 assignments. A 2K average equals 120, right? Did I just get a notification that said something like low storage? Yeah, I did. Okay. So 120 plus 30K in gold tickets. That's 150. All right. He has 170. So he definitely well did his 2K average. And he earned an extra 21K on top of that 2K average. And look at the price, or look at the points difference between all the players at the top. So when I say a 2K average, that's a minimum. A minimum. Okay? How many assignments? You know how many times, okay, you know how many times I have played CoM and one, I'm not flipping kidding you, one assignment, one screw up, just one, fucked up my whole week. Cost me first place. Just one. One time I didn't hit that timer. One damn assignment. Whole week in the garbage. Poof. All right, you guys, I got no space, but trust me, you're not alone. But don't think for a second that you have made your impression on the leaderboard, as that YouTuber would say, is making a difference and in the end, okay? You can make your impression all the hell you want. And at the end of the day, at the end of the week, your impression is going to sit down here, okay? That's where your impression is going to be. You got to play smart, all right?